It's a me, a Robert Adams, and a him, a Chris Adams. We are the Adams Brothers reacting to the Mario Brothers. Let's go! Woohoo! What's going on, everybody? We are the Cinefanatics. My name's Robert Adams.
I'm Chris Adams.
And we are here today on the 6th of October for a trailer reaction to the Super Mario Brothers movie. They dropped this at a Nintendo Direct event, and we are eager to hear what exactly is Chris Pratt's Mario going to sound like.
We live in a world right now where we don't know what Chris Pratt Mario sounds like, and we're about to find out. Let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya together and hope for the best.
I mean, we could try. I mean, it's going to be kind of weird. We're on two different screens here, so I look more like we're motorcycling or whatever. Anyways, let's get into this trailer because we are eager to see what exactly everything's going on with this movie and how it sounds.
Chris Pratt Mario can't hurt you. Chris Pratt Mario can't hurt you.
You keep telling yourself that. That's computer animation. That looks pretty cool, actually.
It's got like a giant mountain airship, volcano airship, going to an ice kingdom.
Kamek.
The king of the Koopas.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Who's Kamek's voice?
I think it's Kevin Michael Richardson.
It's weird.
Open the gate.
Yes.
Okay. Jack Black, not bad.
Yeah. What are the penguins from?
I think they first popped up in Super Mario 64.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not.
I'm not mad at it so far.
No.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Star-Lord?
He looks good. How does he sound?
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Okay.
Okay. I like it. Luigi running from the dry bones.
Yeah, so not too bad. It sounds like Chris Pratt.
It's okay. So we were talking before, like, what could we expect that Mario's voice is going to sound like? And I think this is going to be the thing that a lot of people are talking about, which is the thing that everybody was on everybody's mind. What does Chris Pratt sound like as Mario? Are we going with the traditional "It's me, Mario" sounding voice, or what? But it does sound like, as we were talking before, it does sound like he is leaning a little bit more towards like the Bob Hoskins. It sounds like Chris Pratt with a little bit of a gruffer kind of Italian, Brooklyn Italian edge to it.
Yeah, okay. Because that's what us Texas boys are able to define as Brooklyn Italian.
I mean, we go based on stereotype. Like, what do you see in TV and movies? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what I'm hearing. It's Chris Pratt with a little bit of a. It sounds like Chris Pratt trying to do Rocket Raccoon. Honestly.
Okay. That makes sense. I kind of like what you said in the middle of that. I'm not hating it. It looks fantastic. They are nailing that video game aesthetic look, which really shouldn't be hard because most of your video games nowadays look like a CGI animated movie anyways. So, I mean, that wasn't going to be hard to nail. That'd be like messing up Sonic's look or something like that. Like, it shouldn't be difficult.
Would someone dare? Would someone even dare?
Yeah, I mean, so I mean that was easy. Like, nailing down the looks, 100%. I'm on board. Looks fantastic. Jack Black's voice, fantastic. Kamek, Kevin Michael Richardson. That's a little weird for that voice, but it makes sense. Especially looking at his, like, I'm thinking of his Joker from the Batman cartoon. He did really well with that. So, Keegan Michael Key is Toad.
I like it.
Sounded fantastic. Like, it took me a second to even realize that was Keegan Michael Key doing that voice. So, that worked really well.
The aesthetic of the movie looks perfect. I think you got to expect that also because they're working so close with Nintendo. Nintendo talking about this idea of potentially having their own studio going and maybe doing like a shared Nintendo universe of sorts. Mm-hmm. It makes sense that they want to work so closely with the studios that are producing movies for them, to the point where you know they had a heavy hand on everything that went into this. They were obviously, since like the Super Mario Brothers movie in the 90s, you know, they want to make sure that everything is coming out exactly the way they approve of, because they don't want to have a repeat situation where they produce a movie that people are laughing at and poking fun at, and it just becomes a cult classic or something later on. They want a genuinely good movie by itself. Your opinions of the Super Mario Brothers movie aside, you know. But, it looks good.
It does. I'm eager to see another trailer, just because, like, and that was weird. Like, this kind of like what we were talking about on our show, the tagline last night. This really wasn't necessarily a trailer. This looked like it was scenes made for a trailer. This was a self-contained. Now, these scenes may actually appear in the movie. Very likely, probably in some form or fashion. It definitely looked like, especially when Mario's talking to Toad, it looked like there was a couple of bits that were probably edited out just to get to a straight, like, through line point with it. But for the most part, like, at least the stuff with King Koopa, Bowser at the beginning, a lot of this looked like it was stuff like primarily contained just for this trailer. Yeah,
you're showing your age. You're showing your age, right?
I don't know what to call it. Yeah, I mean. So, real quick background, like, I'm a big fan of the original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and maybe a couple of the Wii games, but that's roughly about it. I don't know, like, really, like, all the modern stuff, like Odyssey and Mario 64.
Here's your behind the scenes. Old school Mario player, played the old NES games. I started with Super Mario 64. Obviously, I've seen him play the old school Mario games, but my first Mario game was Super Mario 64. So you get a little bit of the mixture here.
We're going to cover all the Easter eggs.
He knows King Koopa. I know Bowser. So,
anyways, so that's going to do it for this trailer reaction. What did y'all think of the trailer and our reaction? Let us know down below in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to us. We do fun things over here talking about movies. Make sure you follow along. Come join us with that. Anyways, you can follow us at Cinefanatics MLP on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me personally at Robert Adams MLP on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Chris?
You can follow me at Chris Adams MLP on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd, as well as twitch.tv/Chris Adams MLP, where I might even play a Mario game from time to time.
Anyways, again, that's going to do it for this reaction. Thank y'all for watching. We hope to see y'all again later. Your reactors are in another castle.
Yes.